Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. So let's start with some donation drive action, just some karma, and then we do some Turbo-clips, I think, just for the daily and the annual achievement. And after that we have placements to go. Yeah, let's see how it goes. New season, maybe more fun. But first, some Wintersday action. Hope you all had a nice day so far. If you have any questions or comments, feedback, please let me know. So if you want to know more about this, what I'm currently doing, it gives a lot of karma and is really easy. Just give some wrapped gifts to those orphans. There are 30 and you can give them each day. And you get in total almost 150k karma. If you have all the boosts, it's over 150. So it's really, really good. Especially if you're a player that needs a lot of karma, because you don't do that much events, or if you just are in the dire need of karma, this is the best way to farm karma. On my YouTube channel I actually have a guide about it that I released today. But here you see the live gameplay. So halfway through almost. You can see it's really fast. It takes maybe 5 minutes for the whole run. And gives you 150k karma almost every single run, every single day. Of course you have to use as much boosts as you can spare. There are a lot of them nowadays. But like I said, in the video I talk about them, show them. And it should be quite easy to understand and follow. Welcome, Sliv, welcome. Hope you had a nice day. Just doing some orphan roads and just wanting to show off the stuff that I explained in my video from today. because I really think it's the best way to farm karma. And if you need some karma, or if you think you might need it in the future, it's by far the best thing to do right now. And you only have a few weeks until it's leaving again, so you should check it out. I'm actually just doing it on Prospect, so I don't really need it right now, karma, but I might need it in the future. And karma you get everywhere, that's true, but it's actually quite hard to farm if you really need a lot of it. So that's why I just rather stockpile it and yeah, just let it pile up, and while I don't need it, that's fine, and when I need it, I have enough. So that's what I did most of the last years, especially the Orion variants. If you don't have all of them, for example, you need a lot of karma to just buy all the shards. But also, if you want to do a lot of legendaries and are not playing competitive modes, you need a lot of karma for the obsidian shards. Of course, if you're playing a lot of PvP and or world versus world, this is not a problem for you, because you get a lot of obsidian shards there, just passively. So yeah, it's definitely might not be that important for people that don't want to do those things, but in my opinion, it's only 5 minutes and you easily get enough karma. Wow. Thanks for the subscription, really appreciate it. Thanks. Hope you're enjoying your stream, and I really appreciate every bit of support, so thanks a lot for that. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to discuss stuff. And let's go for some Toypocalypse. Where is it? There we go. I always like to take the hammer, the toy smasher, just because it's the most easy to use. And you have a lot of CC, so you can easily break the Defiance bar of the boss. This will now take, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or something. But I need it for the annual achievement, and you get actually 2 of the annual achievements here. So it's really easy to do. Yeah, thanks a lot for the subscription, you know. I'm always happy to help, and if you want to support me, I'm even more happy, of course. So, but it's definitely not needed, so I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And if you are a new player and you find my stuff helpful, that's even better. So if you have any, I don't know, things that you want to talk about, not only on stream, but also maybe you have some things that you don't understand that might other people also not understand, just let me know and maybe I make a video about it, you know. It's really important, because for me as a veteran, it's not often that clear, you know, what people don't understand about the game. Some things is definitely easy, and I see why people don't understand it. But sometimes I played the game for over 10 years, you know, so I don't really see all the problems that new players might face. And so it's really important to give just some feedback, you know. So I can always appreciate you being here. So thanks a lot. Sadly, you can't speed up this part here, because that would actually be really cool if you could say ×2 or something, increase the difficulty. And we would not have to spend that much time here and just waiting for the boss to appear. But it's still quite fast, so it's fine. And for the annual achievement, you only have to do it 3 times over the course of the whole festival, so it's not too bad. And it's actually fun. I would say it's not the most boring activity. There are definitely worse grinds that you could do in Guild Wars, for sure. And for me, you know, it's just, I like to have the annual achievements. They gave me 50 account points, and it's just quite hard to come and get more account points at some point in the game. And those annual achievements are a big part of getting more points, and you only can get them once per festival per year. So it's a big thing that you miss out if you don't do it. So that's why I always try to do it in the beginning of the festival, just so that I don't forget. And I might not lose my vigor that fast, you know. So if I only have one or so day left on the festival and I have to do the achievements, oftentimes I feel like, oh, I have to rush and do only that, then it gets quite boring. But if I can spread it out a bit more, it's okay. Are there the bosses? To be really careful, this boss does a lot of damage. Do you play any other games or just Guild Wars 2? I actually play a lot of other games. Just my current content creation schedule is only Guild Wars 2. Just because I feel like if I stream and do other games other than Guild Wars 2, my small community might get even smaller, just because I can't really interest a lot of other people. So I'm playing, for example, PoE 2, of course. It's just a really big hit right now. But I'm also playing other MMOs and sometimes even roguelikes. I'm actually a fan of roguelikes. So I'm quite versatile when it comes to gaming. But for the most part, I actually enjoy MMOs, just because I like to grind stuff and have a game that is, so to say, never ending. That's what I really enjoy. So I would say Guild Wars 2 is definitely my most played game, but there are other games that I really enjoy playing. What are you playing? I mean, is Guild Wars 2 your main game, or are there other big games that you play besides Guild Wars 2? Because it's always really interesting if my community, all of them playing a different game that I also like to play. Maybe I make some videos about it in the future, you know. But currently I'm just fearing that I might be the only one that plays it, and then no one will watch my videos about it. So welcome, Sin, welcome. Yeah, I'm doing really good. I hope you're well as well. It's a nice Wednesday for me. Nothing special, just a little stream. Enjoying some time to talk to you. Yeah. Hope you all have a nice evening, or wherever you are. Maybe it's not evening yet. Thanks for the follow, Sin. Thanks. Really appreciate it. I also have some really big videos planned, so for new players, IR. So if you have any input on those, let me know. But I'm currently always trying to make new videos for my new players in my community, just because I think that's a lot of content creators making high-end Guild Wars videos and not focusing too much on new players, and I think it's really important to make some good guides and stuff for new players as well. Ah, you play League of Legends. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I played that game a while. I think a while back. I think it's a good game. I think, to be honest, I don't really enjoy playing it alone. I think it's way better to play with friends, just because then it's not that toxic. At least my friends are not that toxic. And I have to be honest. I think if you're a competitive player, it's a really good game. Yo, Dosmos, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. So just doing this Toypocalypse, and then we will go into PvP. Let's see how the new season just started yesterday. Let's see how my placements will go. placements are always extremely interesting to watch, I would say. Sometimes you have a really bad time and you lose the first 2 matches, and then after that you get a really easy time. And sometimes you win the first 6 matches and then the next are extremely sad to play. So let's see how it goes this time. I'm always quite excited for that. Exactly. So if you know other PvP games, I would say Guild Wars PvP is not that toxic. There are a lot of other games that are at least the same amount of toxicity, or maybe even more toxic. But that doesn't really make it better if people are being toxic in Guild Wars 2 and PvP. That's just my opinion. I know that competitive games in general have a problem with toxicity, but that doesn't make me feel better experiencing it, you know. But I agree, Guild Wars 2 is okay-ish when it comes to the toxicity. But the funny thing is, in League of Legends, at least you have a really competitive scene, you know. You can even make money just from being really good at this game. In Guild Wars 2, the people that are really good in Guild Wars, they all have to stream. Otherwise, they don't get any money from it, you know. And that's a big problem why I don't understand why people are being toxic, because it's not even that you can win anything. It's just in-game stuff. So yeah, it's just how it is, I guess. Oh, can you craft the Necromancer build that uses Doomfire trait? That's a tough one. So obviously in PvE you can make that work really easily, but in competitive modes that's such a tough sell, because on Scourge it's actually nerfed. So on Scourge it doesn't work at all, or it works but it's way weaker, just because they don't want you to run it, you know, because then it would be on your shade placement, you know, then it would proc. So therefore it's way weaker there. And on Harbinger it might be useful, but the problem is the trade line it's especially not that useful. So I would say Reaper is probably the best one, but, and that's the big problem here, you have to sacrifice so much for it, you know, you have to get the trade line to work. I can maybe think about it, you know, and maybe come up with some highly experimental build, and I will let you know, maybe make a video about it. But I will sadly have to promise you it will not be game breaking. It will not be the most crazy shit you have ever seen. So I think the current playstyle is just, you have to play really tanky Reaper with the trade lines, and you can't go that offensive. Otherwise you will just lose. The problem is it's a Condi trade, so you have to play tanky because you have to ramp up your conditions. And currently just the meta is not tanky enough for you to play something like that. So I can try to make it work, but don't get your hopes too high. Mainly playing Necromancer right now, so always enjoy seeing videos about the Professor. Yeah, so my idea was, at least until the end of the year, I want to do a big class guide for new players, showing all the classes, how they are played and what you can do with them in each game mode and each elite spec. So I think that might cover some of those things that you want to see, maybe. Let's see. And I think a general introduction to PvP and World vs. World for new players is definitely a really good video that I could make. It's a little bit hard to pin down what exactly I should talk about, because it's not like I can make a video and you understand the game mode perfectly. So I have to make some choices which parts of the game mode I want to explain, which parts are too detailed to explain because people will be overwhelmed. But I think that's just a typical problem of creating videos for complex content. Yeah, I think that's a really good mentality to not give up and try to make things work. But sometimes, especially when it comes to build crafting, it's also a little bit the developers have to help you. For example, I really tried to make some Fire Reaver work in PvP, because I really enjoy Fire Weaver. You know, it's to play some Condi burn oriented Fire Weaver as a side note. But the problem is it's just in the meta so hard because Weaver is just really weak, you know. And the same goes for the Doomfire trait. It's just baseline quite bad. And that's really sad because it's a fun trait and a fun interaction that you could have. But if the developers don't help you in the sense that they buff something or make some relic or whatever, you know, something that might make it playable, then you always choose an inferior trait line in that sense. So that's just the sad truth, I would say. But I can try, and I will let you know in the next streams if I found something. Yeah, but I also have to test it. I also want to do another tier list about PvP and about the season, how stuff is going and what stuff you can play. And that would make a good, you know, addition to see how Reaper plays with different builds and see if I can make it work. For sure. Yeah, I think it would be really cool if with the new addition of relics in general, I think they could make some really interesting relics, you know. I think Mesmer has some access to burning. For example, the torch has burning. And I think you can choose relics that give you burning. I think the fractal relic is possibly having some burning. But I agree the burning application on Mesmer is quite bad. But I think it would be a good option to just give a relic a really cool interaction, you know. For example, I don't know, maybe when you interrupt a foe, you know, you apply 5 burning AoE or something. So that you have a really strong choice that you could make work on a bursty Condi build. I think that would be really fun. And that would also actually, this relic that I just come up with, you know, might also make Necromancer somewhat work, because Necromancer, especially with pistol, actually has quite a lot of CCs. So if you make something like that, that would be interesting. Maybe that's a cool interaction with Doomfire. But the thing is, like I said, Doomfire is in a weird trait line, so that's why it's not played. It's not like the trait is horrible, it's just to get to this trait, it's the problem. For Condi Necromancer, that is. So I really hope the next balance patches shake up the meta and bring up some builds that are worse right now, and maybe they look at something like that, like a Condi Reaper and Condi Mesmer. That would be interesting. Yes, I think almost everyone that is not playing Willbender is bored of Willbenders. I think that is definitely the case. But I think that's the big problem of ArenaNet's balancing, that the balancing itself is arguably good or not. You know, that's you could argue about that. But one thing that is clear is that it's too little. That they just change the meta almost only once or twice a year nowadays, and some builds like Willbender or Chronomancer are just still, after 1.5 or 2 years almost, still really good. So yeah, the meta changes are almost non-existent when it comes to really good builds. So that's the sad part about that. Definitely. But let's see. Like I said, I will go into season and just see what builds are played, what builds I feel are strong. And then I will do a tier list probably on stream as well to make some nice discussion with you in chat, and see how the meta evolved, even without any big or any changes, to be honest. I expected some changes yesterday, just some hot fixes, for example, Willbender damage or Spear Mesmer damage nerfs. But there was nothing, actually absolutely nothing that they changed. So yeah, my hope was absolutely unsatisfied. That's an interesting guide. I think there are probably some guides in the internet about how to get rid of hiccups. I think there are some really weird, interesting ways you could that I heard of. I'm not sure if they work, I think holding your breath might be one of them, quite common one. What is the next one? Maybe, I don't know, drink? I'm not really that, how is it called, experienced how to get them away. That's also not really my topic. I'm not a medical YouTube creator. Pulling your ear down. Okay, sounds like interesting. I heard someone has to, it's just shock you, so you have to be surprised that someone just did something to you or something happened. But I don't know. It's hard to do. Maybe I can try in 1 hour and scream at you or something. But that would also be really bad with the other people here in chat. Yeah, sure. See you. Okay, I think it's time now for some PvP. Let's see how it goes to placements. If you have any builds that you want to see, maybe I can make it work. Just let me know. Always like to sell those just because it's the best option for raw gold. Opening them doesn't give you that much. I have all the skins and the chances of getting something rare is not that crazy. So selling is for all those probably the best option. Nice, we have some more skins that I can collect. Don't have all of the wrapped skins, so that's nice. Can you show the side node at the edge build? So yes, I can show it to you. Give me a second. I would say the new event is actually quite profitable. So the Wintersday event, it gives you a lot of karma. Just baseline, whatever you do, all the events are giving you quite a lot of how's it called? Karma, yeah. And yeah, I would say gold is actually also quite good. I mean, the best thing you can do for gold is either the bell choir, just 24/7 bell choir, or going for 24/7 jumping puzzle, the Winterland jumping puzzle. Those are, if you do the hardest route and do it really fast, it's the best gold that you could get, just if you do it 24/7. But it might be a little bit boring, and if you don't enjoy jumping puzzles, then of course that's not something for you. But I would say that is the second best festival when it comes to gold. Only Halloween is better, I would say. So this is the build I can show you. So you run Mace, Shield on Hammer on the other weapon set. And of course Sanctuary. Together with Fragment of Fates, just for more stability. And the Stun Break. It's a really defensive build. Skyhammer is actually not the best map for this build. And we have another DH, so I'm not sure if I should go for this. Yeah, I would also do something that is fun. And not going for something that is... maybe I have to play some Willbender here. Oh, we have almost no damage. Core Warrior, Mesmer, probably support. Bladezone and the DH. Oh no. Yeah, I think I have to play some Willbender here. I'm sorry, can't show off this build. But like I said, it's a really strong build when it comes to 101ing and just getting the cap. I have a build guide about it on my YouTube, where I also show off the build, some gameplay of it. But I don't want to play it every single match, because I feel like, especially in ranked, you might not get that much value if you play it 24/7. Just because if the enemy comp or your team comp doesn't have any, I don't know, any damage, then you don't deliver that much to your team. I don't know. Yeah, I think to finish this conversation, I would say do the gold farms that you can do in the festival as long as you feel like it's fun. And for example, if you do it for the achievements, do it as long as the achievements are there to do. And if you don't enjoy it anymore, just stop. I think the most important thing about Guild Wars 2 is just playing it for fun. If you don't have fun farming gold, then you should stop it. Let's do something that is fun to you. I like playing PvP. It's not the best gold farm, but it's fun. Okay, it's interesting this. So this guy is probably dead in a second. Okay, they have a support, I think.
Point C is yours now. The enemy has point A.
Fast as the wind. It's not over.
90k damage in 45 seconds.
Protected.
Okay. Surprisingly, we got a kill here because the whole enemy team disengaged. I did not actually expect that.
Fast as the wind.
It's really interesting. I did not expect so. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. So interesting rotation of my team. Oh no, I'm dead.
The enemy
guess.
has point A.
Protected.
Point C is yours now.
Never mind, I survived. Phew, that was really close. I have to be really careful. The thief is probably on me here.
Fast. That feels better.
Was a good interrupt by the enemy guard.
Protected.
Cores installed.
He got the
Charging
signet,
lead.
that's a little bit sad.
Point B belongs to you.
But I think we can kill him again. Again, a good interrupt there. Sad.
Point C is in enemy hands.
It's not over.
Cannon operational. Ready for targeting coordinates.
Point C is yours now.
Blend of times.
You see, when there's a guardian supporting the enemy willbender, then I have to be really careful.
Point B belongs to you.
Yeah, the movement was actually intense, definitely. I don't know. I hope the ankles are okay. Would be really bad if someone lost the ankles because of that. I should go on this guy here.
Bring them to justice.
That was a hell of a lot of damage. Holy shit. I got him. How did this hit? It's actually insane. It hit through the wall. Through the teleport.
Fury rising. Fast as the wind.
Nice, we got another kill. How much damage did I do already? It's actually insane how much damage that is. That's a fun Willbender game, for sure. I did not die yet, and no, I want to leave. Yeah, Willbender is extremely strong. You see the potential, you know, 300k in 5 minutes.
Point
Yeah,
A
he's left.
is
I wanted to
yours.
engage on him.
has taken point B.
Okay.
Cores installed.
Mesmer, the Mesmer, the
Charging the
Mesmer, the
laser.
Mesmer.
Point B belongs to you.
Protected.
Could not damage enough. I tried my best, but it was not
Cannon
enough.
operational. Ready for targeting.
Okay, I have to kill the
coordinates.
Mesmer now.
Point
I actually
A is
contested the
yours.
point. That's really good. We now have the point. Have to be really bit careful. I don't. Yeah, out of combat is good.
It's not over.
That was a really good dodge. I have to be honest.
Fast as the wind. Bring them to justice. Glory rise.
Did we get the kill? No, we didn't. We have a support here.
Unstoppable.
Point
Okay,
B
too many people.
belongs
Now
to
that's
you.
my first death for sure. Crazy. Yeah, I mean the damage is insane. You know, see, let's say 7 minutes in, 422k damage. I mean, I did not die yet. That's also, you know, if you don't die, you have more damage than if you would have died, of course. So you should always try to survive. That's the most important thing. So we have here this guy. I think we can kill him now. Firebrand is actually quite good. Don't underestimate Firebrand right now.
Skyhammer calibrated to red.
We got the Skyhammer very good. I think we should go on this one.
Take the initiative.
Point A is yours.
We need more endurance.
Cores installed. Charging the laser.
Okay, have to concentrate here a bit. I want to kill the thief when he engages.
Protected.
Okay, got him.
Help me over here.
Ah, the support is carrying the enemy team. Doesn't help because I hope we win. We still win. But the support is actually keeping them alive. That's insane.
The enemy has point A.
Protected.
Point C is in enemy hands.
Okay. They have all points now.
Skyhammer calibrated to red.
I am mighty. Fast as the wind. I'm bleeding. That's refreshing.
The enemy
Okay,
has
the
point
warrior
A.
is helping me. Just want to be sure that when I engage I don't die instantly. I have to be useful. I'm just trying to survive here. That's a problem.
Poisoned. I'm fast as the wind. Refreshing.
Okay, I guess I go for the decap just to make sure that we don't lose any more points than we should have.
B belongs to you.
Oh, the interrupt.
Installed. Charging the laser.
So unlucky. Should not have died there. Really big misplay. That hurts, actually. That hurts. Just for my ego. I think we still win the match. I hope so. My team is throwing hard. I mean, I don't know why they are dying here on the other side of the map. I think our warrior's just holding here.
Face the consequences.
Cannon operational. Ready for targeting coordinates.
Point C is in enemy hands.
Protected.
Okay, I'm against 3 people here.
Skyhammer calibrated to blue.
They have this. Oh, maybe we can still lose it.
Protected.
The enemy has taken
I lost this 101. It hurts so much, those Willbender 101s, when you lose them. Because I could easily have won this if I would have hit the CC here. Ah, yeah, that was bad. That was the second bad option. You see, if I play bad, we instantly lose. That's the placements. You have to carry every single minute of the placements. 600k damage. It's almost over. We have to be really careful here. Maybe not fight into support.
Take the initiative. Fast as the wind.
The enemy has point A.
Oh, it was so close.
Protected.
Oh, it's lost. We don't have enough time, I think. Yep. Oh, crazy that we lost that.
Justice. Courage. Resolve. Not enough influence. Protected.
Yeah, I tried my best, but that's the sad games where I just threw just because I died once or twice too much. That hurt. Yeah, timer will just end the match. Not in our favor this time. Yeah, you see, it doesn't matter, you know. I did 2 mistakes in the match. I had a lot of damage, but it didn't matter in the end. It did not matter. Yeah, that's just how it goes, I guess, sometimes. And if I now had played the DH build, the match would have gone the same amount of time, And we wouldn't have... the team fight would have been lost just because in the team we had no damage and the enemy team had a support. So we would never kill them. And if they outnumber me too often on a DH build, on the bunker DH, you can't carry that much. I really like to have a build that makes be able to deal damage and carry, and you still see it's sometimes not enough to carry with damage. Yeah, I mean, you see, this was now a little bit... I played this as a team fighter. So I always had at least 2 enemies fighting against me. So I had always really crazy amount of cleave that I could apply. And they also had a support, so I was always trying to damage and he was trying to heal. And then there was a lot of, just damage that was not really mattering, So if you play Virtuoso or something that is a little bit of more side noder or aroma, then oftentimes you don't really want to have damage that instantly gets healed. You want to have burst damage that matters, So if a burst damage can't kill a target and the enemy team have a support, they instantly heal back up. That's just how it works in the current meta. So if you play Virtuoso and can one-shot targets, either with power or confusion spikes, whatever, then you get value from your burst, even though you didn't deal 100k damage, If you get well-timed 30k bursts, that kills a target. If you on a Willbender deal 120k damage in 1 minute, but it's not timed well, and the enemy support can heal all of it back up, it doesn't really matter, So if I would easily have, if I had played better, maybe I would have gone more for one-on-ones and had won the match, So that's, I would say, this was not a damage problem in that sense. I played from the mechanical side quite okay. I think the rotations could have been way better. So I should have gone for more, outnumbering and stuff, because that might have carried the match way more than just fighting in the support all the time. I don't know. It's just how it is, there are the matches where you can learn something from your mistakes, for sure. So let's see if we can maybe learn enough so that we win the next match. Was a close one. We could have easily won that. Yeah. Yes, so sorry I did not see the chat where I was so concentrated. Yes, it's the offense that I tried to, follow and before, and now I was doing some PvP and felt a little bit yeah, just hard to carry this match. So is any thief one-shot viable now? So if you mean that you want to play a thief that one-shots people, yes, it's viable. It's actually working with X and stuff. If you want to know a build that can one-shot thieves, Willbender is a good pick. And yeah, so if my explanation about the burst was just, if you can burst a target to deal maybe 20, 25, 30k damage in a second, might be more beneficial because you will kill your target than dealing 120k damage in a minute, because if this damage 120k in the minute gets healed back up by the enemy support because you can't deal it in a short amount of time, then it's not really worth anything, So burst damage is always better than having some so-called just splash damage, just some unnecessary damage, I think Power Virtuoso has more burst potential than a Willbender if you play it correctly. Just because a Willbender has to go melee, and the Power Virtuoso, if you play it correctly, can deal a lot of damage just from range. Let's see, they have so many necromancers. I have to be honest, I'm not really good at one Virtuoso. So if I would play Virtuoso now, it would seem like it's a bad pick. I can train it a bit, and then I will show you how it works. But if I show it to you now, I'm probably worse than you for sure. So you would have to explain me how it works, because I'm not really good at playing it. Exactly. So Lone Dark explains it here. Virtuoso had a lot of nice damage, burst damage on a single target. If the enemy doesn't die, you run. That's why your damage in the end of the match is lower than a Willbender. A Willbender engages and you want to deal a lot of AoE damage because all your skills are AoE. And that's why you can't really say someone with 600k damage is better in a ranked match than someone with 150 or 200k. Because if the 200k are made in the right moments, you will carry the match anyway. Yes, nobody knows I'm German. Sorry for my accent.
Hold on to your points. Seize
Exactly. So if you make the 300k damage that you deal on a Virtuoso count, there is no problem. You know, it's not like a competition. You know, definitely not. They are playing double support. Oh no, that's just annoying as fuck.
The bazaar is yours. You've lost the dock.
Tracy, yeah.
You've taken the archway.
Yeah, I think it's the hard part about not being a native speaker is not only about having bad pronunciation. It's also about you have to think a little bit longer to make sense, you know. So if I play, I have to concentrate on my gameplay, and at the same time I have to concentrate to not speak any gibberish, you know. So I'm trying to improve there. If you have any just tips or whatever, let me know. But I try my best. That's the only thing that I can say. No, I think it's not the most important thing to be top damage. Definitely not. That's, for example, something that you should do. You should engage a fight and one-shot people at 2 at best. And then the value that you provide is way better than just having 100k damage in a minute. It doesn't really matter in the end. Yeah, I think it's just practice, you know. All my stuff that I do is I'm doing in English. Of course, I'm streaming on English. I'm talking all the time on English. And when I create my videos, I almost only think in English, you know. So that's why my English is quite good, I would say, for at least the average German. But still, there is a lot of room to improve, and that's why I'm always trying to be, you know, open for feedback.
And return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Yeah, this is a quite boring match. Just happens. Sometimes the placements are really boring. But thanks for the encouraging words. Really appreciate it. I mean, those are the games that are really boring. I really don't like streaming those matches because it's not entertaining to you and it's not really... Yeah, I don't learn anything from that. So the last match was way better because I could see how close it can be. So, yeah. So, what kind of Berserker build are you talking about? A Power Berserker or a Condi Berserker? Because I would say Condi Berserker is a really strong build on the side note. Power Berserker is just a little bit of a meme build, to be honest. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. So I would say Power Berserker is really fun, especially on a lower rated game. So if you are in a silver or something league, then Power Berserker just surprises people and they can't deal with the unblockable damage from the sword. So let's check it out. Just deal the damage. A lot of damage here and kill.
Your team is victorious.
So let's see. That's the X build. Yeah, with greatsword. Yeah, this is the classic really high damage Berserker build. I can show you the more. So this is I would say the build that you would play if you really want just have fun, want to kill enemies really fast. I would say as soon as you reach higher level enemies, it might be really hard to survive on this build. So the more classical one would be either a Core Warrior as a really tanky playstyle. I made just a build guide about it in the past, where you just tank all the damage and out heal the enemies. Or you would go for a classical, something like this with the traits setup, defense, discipline, and berserker, and then you go full defensive and just play Condi, because that's the strong, just the strong side note build. The build that you see in the video, I would say you can play that and it will probably be quite fun, but as soon as you face a good player, you don't have any fun because you will die all the time. So I can demonstrate the Condi build, yes. Give me a second. Yeah, so for the Condi build, that's just a classic build. You play Longbow, just because it's a really good weapon on a Condi warrior. And you play Mace and Sword. And you play Rabbit Amulet, which makes you even more tanky because of the toughness. But you of course take it because of the condition damage, so that you can deal more damage. And then you run Rune of Ore, which gives you Condi reduction, so that your conditions that you get on you have less duration. And then the best relic that you can use is Relic of Akim. We will come to that why in a second. And then you use, how's it called? Smoldering. Just have to set it up. I don't play it that often, to be honest. Oh, where is it? Yeah, so you play Confusion because you deal a lot of confusion with the Akim Relic, and Doom just for the proc of the, how's it called? Poison. And then the idea of this build is really simple. Just land your F1 skill in the Berserk mode. What is the F1 skill in the Berserk mode, you might ask? On Mace, it's called Skull Grinder. And Skull Grinder is a melee attack that will deal 5 confusion. It will also daze, and that means that it instantly procs the Akim Relic, which will add 5 more confusion, you know? And then you have 10 confusion on the enemy, which means that every single attack deals almost 2k damage to them that they do. And this means you can actually really burst enemies with it. I'm not really good on this build. I played it some while ago. So for the dice setup, on the, what did you say? On the leggings, it's charcoal. Yeah. I can also play some Condi Reaper. I will test it. Not test it, I will play it. Depends a little bit on the team comp. So if we have a support, I'm more likely to play it, because if I play Condi Reaper and they have 3 Willbenders, it's a really bad matchup. Okay, we have 2 Willbenders, I guess. It's a side note elementalist, I guess. Core ally. Yeah, let's see. We can play. Oh, they have 2 necromancers. Yeah, okay, let's play this build for one match, and then the next match we will play Condi Reaper, okay? So the idea behind this build is we have only one side node. And I can actually fight quite well in 101s because I have a lot of cleansing, a lot of defense, just healing passively. And I also can deal quite well with power damage because I have so much toughness. So this build is a really well-rounded build. It's an all-time favorite, I would say, of a lot of warrior players, just because it's really strong. You can also swap this trait here to reflect, which might actually be the play here, because then I have so many reflects on my blocking skills. Condi Reaper with Greatsword. Now you are cooking. That's in PvP. It's really aggressive. I would not play that for the most part, just because I really enjoy the staff and pistol or scepter variant. I think with Greatsword, that's a tough sell for me. Greatsword is a power weapon, and it's also not the most defensive one at that. So I would say in the current meta with Greatsword, you have to be really good to make that work. And I'm not that good, I have to be honest. But let's see, maybe we can play it in the next match, you know? Just let's take a look at this one first. On Warrior. How it works. We will probably maybe get it someone crossing, but probably not. They are not really side node focused. So I will go far after that. I'm not really a team fighter, so as a side node build, you should not go in a team fight. That's of course scary, because you see my team will lose the team fight. Happens. I can't really change that. I have to carry from the side node. It's a power herald. I mean, he's against 2 people. I will just let him because he's a good player. Revenant. And if I can get the cap, it's actually worth it.
The dock's been captured.
Maximum adrenaline. You can't stop me.
Why did that interrupt me?
Fast as breathing adrenaline.
Look at 10 confusion on them.
I don't have enough energy.
The bazaar is yours.
Shake it off.
You've taken the archway. You've lost the dock.
Yeah. Yeah, they did 5-man mid. That was really surprising. I mean, it did not work out in the end, I guess. But we feed our core ally died the second time in a time of 2 minutes. That's quite impressive, I would say. Maybe we actually get the counter kill, but our ally doesn't really. No, that's too bad. It's a really close match so far, and I hope you're entertained. I mean, this build I don't really can carry on this build, to be honest, just because my team is always losing the team fight.
And return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Random dodge.
My adrenaline. You can't stop me.
I thought there would be a support, but our team
Cannons loaded.
instantly died
Ring
as
the
well.
bell to signal
Okay,
them
that
to
was a
fire.
misplay. I should not have engaged, but I thought actually that I had a teammate here. Now they let us bleed. That's why I don't like to play a lot of different builds, because you see, I'm not really that good at it. I know what to do, but I do the wrong rotations. No, self-res would have been risky, because I knew that they had at least one guy respawning and there were 3 people here. So if I go for the self-res and I don't get it, the game is lost instantly, just because I will just lose even more time than I already did. And I think even now the game is quite hard to come back, because our team is bleeding and our Ellie is really insane how long he is dead.
Red team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
Shake it off. My adrenaline is rising. Adrenaline
Your enemy took the archway.
protected.
Have to be really careful here. That would have been for sure Condi Reaper gameplay.
Shake it off.
Yeah, that's not how you can respawn, for sure. Recome into the match. My team is constantly on respawn or is almost dead, so that's a tough one. But like I said, I think it's important to understand how a build works, but sadly I'm not good at every single build in the game, and that's what you see here. I think this match would have been winnable if I played a different build that I can play better.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Shake it off.
Yeah, this is actually a good one. One of the best
Cannons
Guardians we have
loaded. Ring the bell
on
to
EU,
signal
so
them
it's
to
actually,
fire.
yeah, it's tough to win this match.
Go on for long.
But you lose some, and sometimes the enemy team wins. You know,
Red team,
that's
ring the
just how it
bell.
goes, I guess.
Fire all cannons.
I know what I said. Okay, the next match is a Condi Reaper match, like I promised you. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important. And you know, if the enemy is better than you, yeah, just try to improve and don't do any mean things. You know, it's not helping anyone.
So close. Maximum adrenaline. You can't stop me.
So, yeah, top damage, top healing, every top stat. Good Guardian, for sure. So, fresh air catalyst. Probably you referred to some kind of yeah, fresh air with Scepter Focus, probably. I would say it's an underrated build. In my opinion, it's too weak right now to be really meta, just because a Willbender can deal with you. And there's a lot of Condi damage in the game with Condi Reaper, with Condi Spear Herald. It has a lot of difficulty dealing with this, but I would say it's playable for sure in ranked. You will not see it in a monthly AT, but if you want to get platinum, it's totally fine. You can do it at this build. Yes, for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did not say that my team was playing really well here. For sure not. But the thing is, I can't change what my team does. So I tried to improve my own gameplay. The core Ellie was probably longer dead or in downstat than they were playing. So yeah, I guess that's just how it is. But I would say Catalyst, if you play it well, it can work. But like I said, you will have to play quite a bit more competent than if you played, for example, a Willbender. I think if you stick to one build that is actually quite good in the current meta, I would say it's a really just a goal that you can reach. Oh, we have a Scourge. Oh no. So Condi Reaper, I promised. Let's go for Condi Reaper then. Where's my... Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really fun build. I really enjoyed it as well. But like I said, you have to play better than you would have on a different build that is a little bit more meta. But that it's fine, you know. If you have fun, that is totally fine. So, Condi Reaper. I don't play with Greatsword. I play Staff, Pistol, Torch, just because I think it's the best option for ranked. You can go if you want to go more damage with Scepter. Scepter is probably the better option if you really, really, really greed for damage. Then you would also swap to this trait. It's amazing. It gives you so much more damage. And Boom Corrupt. But in the end, I think the pistol is better if I want to take some 101s or something. We have a really bad team comp and I think, I don't know if we can make that work. The enemy team is a good player. And Deadeye is also quite good on this map. And we have a hope. I don't know if it's a Scourge. Maybe a Minion Monster. From the name, I don't know. It's not really well. But let's see. On a Condi Reaper with this Shout, always cast it off cooldown just to get more life force. And play really defensively. We don't want to get instantly one-shot because we don't have that much life force. We are all playing really defensively here, which is crazy.
Nothing can save you. Protected. Courage, resolve.
You've captured the field.
So normally I would have stored my elite there, but apparently the Necromancer didn't care. It's insane. It just continued to just run around. Always dodge the full counter. Just very important to do so. Oh, that was so close. I guess we still get him. Oh, they have an X-Mirage. That's interesting. It's a build that I did not see in a long time. X-Staff. Very interesting. So we have now full reinforcements on far incoming. So I have to be really careful and help my Mesmer here. Yeah, we should have him here.
You've captured Lion. You've lost the field.
I can't really out-damage this, I guess. Yeah, I should have gone for the res. I did actually consider it, but did not go for it just because I thought it would have been a little bit of a greedy play. Now he's flaming me. That's always the best. They die in a 1 and 2v2,
You've lost Dragon.
and then they flame me because I played bad. Sure. Now I'm dead.
The artifacts have reached maximum
And I died
power.
off point. I should have gone for the rest. That was definitely a big issue here. Should have gone for that. But in the end, you always know better than when you do it. So I actually thought I could actually damage the Mirage enough, but they had too many dodges that they could use or invulnerability skills while they were racing. That's a big problem, of course. Did not consider that. I mean, the map state is okay.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Yeah, I mean, it was not bad. We got a sword buff as well. But I would say I could have played that way better. But like you see definitely that this build is really squishy if you just get outnumbered. So you should always be on a no port spot or just be careful where you position yourself, you know.
Sniper position secure.
This guy has permanent stability. It's insane. Now he's dead. And then we get this guy again. Nice corrupt here. Transfer the conditions. And he's dead to the conditions. Very nice. I will contest far again. We have here at least 2 people on our Necromancer. Let's see if I can get the interrupt. CC chain.
You've captured the field. You've lost Lion.
Okay, we are really hard committing to this. But I guess it's fine if we win the fight. I now try to contest mid against another Reaper
You've captured
and a
Dragon.
Mirage.
You've lost the field.
So I dodged all of the... You should never do that as a Reaper. Put all of the stuff in one place. You will for sure get a dodge out of them, yes. But in the end you will not get much value. What is he doing? You will die now.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Wow, well played here.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
That's why you should, in a Necromancer, always consider where you are standing, what you are doing currently. Okay, we got the CC here. Because Deadeye is really good against you because they can range you down. But if they are in a bad position and they can't get away because of their no port spots, you can just easily outdamage them, you know, if you're in Shroud and stuff. So
You've lost
we lost the
Dragon.
whole map for that, I don't know why, but
You've captured the field. You've captured Lion.
wow, that's such a close match, it's insane. And stability as well. I activated my Spectral Walk there just to get the Condi cleanse because I feared that I will just be useless if I have all the Condis on me.
You've captured the field.
That hit me. How did that hit me? He did get up the hill.
You've lost Dragon. You've lost Lion.
So I think I can win this one-on-one. He used everything against me.
Blue team has obtained an artifact. You've lost the field.
You should never try to really hard commit as a necromancer against another necromancer if you are on the bad spot, you know. So I will get the corrupt here and get transfer if I even need it.
You've captured
Oh, the confusion spike killed me there. Ah, so unlucky that all his clones dodged at the same moment. Oh, I used the Suffer Shout to transfer the confusion, 10 confusion. But at the same moment he dodged, so all his clones also got the dodge. So they dodged my transfer. If they didn't dodge it, of course he did not know that. He would I would lose the confusion. They would get confusion spiked,
lost
and we would have won that fight actually. Ah, so sad.
artifacts are accruing power.
Nothing can save you. Your soul is mine.
Wow, they are committing so hard on me here.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Is there someone here from my team? No, no one. 4 people on me. Where's my team? So normally I don't flame my team, but I'm against 4 people mid. Where's the team? That was actually crazy. Obviously I can't outrun 4 people on a necromancer. It's such a close game, I really like it. But it shouldn't be that close actually. Exactly. Don't flame. Just honest question. What was my team doing when I'm against 4 people? That was just my question. But I did not play expertly there. So yeah, again 4 people here. So let's see. Maybe I can just out sneak them as a necromancer. They don't see me. Maybe I don't know. Okay, they see me. I don't know. I actually don't know how to win this match. It's I don't know.
Shield to the bow.
You've lost dragon.
Protected.
You've captured lion.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's a learn to play issue. I don't know how to win this match, so I should have played better. Yes, probably, of course, actually. But I actually did not expect them to just. I don't know where I should have rotated. You know, they are better than us. That's interesting. I think that's not how you should do it. If you lose the match, you should not say they are better than us. We couldn't have done anything because that's what our teammate says. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That was crazy. Yeah, our close point was always harassed by the thief, and our team did not know how to deal with it. They at some point sent 4 people there to deal with it, and I was the one that was dying on the other side of the map. So, yeah, I think that was the big difference. My team just couldn't make anything out of the outnumbered on me, and I could not win any outnumbered. So if I had played better, maybe I wouldn't died that much and could have made something work. I don't know. It's really hard. So if you have a thief in the enemy team that does exactly that, always try to decap, you can do 2 things. First of all, you can only go for 2 points. That's a very smart thing to do. So there are 3 nodes in Conquest, you know? So if the thief always decaps one of them, just don't go for this node. Just go for close and mid, or mid and far, whatever you like, but always go for 2 points only. So that your 5 people are spread not across 3 points, but 2 points. And the thief gets way less value because they can't rotate all the time, because they are not a team fighter by design. So if you can make them team fight, they get way less just value. That's the first thing. And the second thing, you saw it once, I killed the thief in a 1-on-1. So if you can kill the thief, it's game over for them for the next minute or so. So if you can do that, for example, if you have a thief yourself that can really damage pressure this thief, that's good. But if the thief does a misstep, for example, tries to kill me but gets killed instead, that's also a misstep. And if you can punish that by just letting him bleed, you know, for a minute or so, just waiting to kill him fully, you get way more value on the map. So that's are the two options, I would say. So if, of course, that's really hard in a Conquest ranked match, because sometimes the teammates just go for 3 nodes anyways, and then we still have the same problem. So yeah, that's just how it is, how it goes sometimes, you know. It's just that 5 versus 5, and if you can't control all 5 players, sometimes you lose because the enemy team just rotates better, and that was the case here. So I should have probably wrote something in chat to make them realize how they deal with it, but until I wrote let's say the full story and the explanation, it would probably be also over. So it's really hard to explain how to deal with this in a normal match, sadly. Yes, I mean, Lone Dark, I'm actually not a thief player. I can't really show some one-shot thief builds, to be honest. But I could show some Mirage one-shot builds that are actually quite good as well. Probably better at one-shotting people than any other build. Let's see. Power Word. Yeah, we can also try some Power Word. Let me check if I have the build here. Probably don't have the build right now. So I have to after this match I can go for another one. Yeah, I think the problem is if you are in Discord or something. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Oof. That's a tough one. But that's really tough choice here. Is this support? No, it's not support. We have no damage if I go for... I think I have to go for Willbender. He needs some damage. So, I will go for the Power Word after that, okay? Because I have to set up the build. I won't get that in 40 seconds. Power Word has 2 things going for it. It has extremely high defensive tools, just baseline. And, that's the other thing, it is extremely strong because of the spear. It has so much spear damage just baked into his kit. So the defensive tools that it has baseline plus the spear, the new spear weapon on Mesmer, makes it really strong. I can show you after this match. Even though I'm not really a word enjoyer, because I really enjoy the instant casts of shatters, and Virtuoso takes that from me. So I have to cast my shatters now, which I don't really enjoy. Okay, so the thief is here. Yeah, we'll focus on the necromancer here. Got 2 emobs.
You've got the tempo.
We get a kill here. Maybe we can get the stomp. I have stability. Yes, we got the stomp. Perfect.
You control the gate.
3, 2, 1, now. Okay, he dodged instantly. There we got him. And I think the match is over at this point. We won every single node. Because the thief is free casting shortbow from here. It's actually crazy. Yeah, that's just placements, you know. One match you lose, the next match you win 500 to 0. So
You've captured the altar.
Okay. I guess it's really 500-0. That's actually quite boring. I was really expecting to have some nice close matches, but that is definitely not close. Yeah, sure, Palancho, we can do a queue. But don't expect too much. I want to try to show the chat a little bit of different builds. But yeah, sure, after this match we can do a queue. What are you currently playing? Are you playing Revenant or are you playing Condivert or Powervert? Because chat wanted to see Powerword gameplay, so maybe you can explain it to them how it works.
You've got the temple.
Ah, Harbinger, that's such a fun spec. I really want to play Harbinger, but oftentimes it feels like Willbender might often be the better choice. I had a game just before where I had 650k damage on Willbender. Seemed quite good at the end. We actually lost the game. Yeah, it's really good against Willbender. But luckily, it's not a lot of people actually know how to play it. Oh, I did not get partner yet. I hope I will get it, because then I can stream the ATs, which would be really cool, because a lot of people always ask me, what builds were played in the AT, and if I can just show them off and cast maybe the ATs, would be really cool. A lot of content. But sadly, currently, no, I don't have it yet. And I actually don't know if they will ever give it to me, you know. It's not like there is a clear line where they say, yep, you get it. It's just something that will happen or will not happen. No, I can't kill this. Sad, I almost got them here. Ah, so close. So close. I mean, the thief on shortbow, it's really annoying. Just spamming auto attack. So I can't just dodge the auto attacks or something, because they will just come in every second. And he's dead. Wow, that was a lot of damage today. Sad. Almost got a 1v4 kill. Okay. I guess it's not 500-0, but it's still not close enough to make it an interesting match. Top player healing as well. Very nice. Okay, so I'm done, Palantir. Now we can do a queue. So let's see. Power word was requested. Let's see if I can make it work. I have to be honest, I like Mirage better just because it's more my playstyle. That doesn't mean it's stronger. Don't get me wrong here. So I think that's the build. Spear Virtuoso, you're playing with Blade Renewal. It's incredibly strong and gives you a lot of distortion. Of course, you can't cap points while it, and you have to channel it, but it's just such a good defensive tool. You're playing, of course, with mass invisibility. You can also go for more. Don't get me wrong. I think that's a valid choice as well. But I think mass invisibility can help you get out of sticky situations. You're playing Spear, Sword, Shield. You can swap actually to Torch as well. There are actually a lot of options. You can, even if you, if you feel experimental, you can go for X. You can go for Dagger. There are a lot of options actually. Mesmer is quite well-rounded when it comes to that. I would say Stormsinger Relic is actually really good on Mirage. On Virtuoso, I'm not really that sure. Palentia, what are you playing on Power Word? Because I feel like Fireworks is just probably the best option. Then I like to run some movement speed on the rune. Ah, okay, Dagger Pistol. Okay, that's obviously also very aggressive if you go for Dagger, because you have no defensive then, just some really high damage. Yeah, let's go for that. Just see how it plays out, you know. Yeah, it's not. You're totally right. I think Dagger Pistol, Sword Touch. I think Spear is. If you don't play Spear, you're making a big mistake. On a Power Word or on any Power Mesmer build, if you're not playing Spear, you're making a mistake. It's just so much damage. I get why you would play something else. Like, there are other good weapons, but Spear is just really, really good. So yeah, I think if you play Sword, Torch, Dagger, Pistol, it feels like a little bit more of a old school build, you know, before Spear was in the game. Because Spear is just such a good option, you know. It's a AoE damage. You have boon removals, emobs. You have Condi Cleanse and healing, evade. You have stun. You have a teleport. It's just amazing. I think Spear is the best weapon they ever get. Mesmer did ever get. Definitely. I think Signet of Illusions, I would obviously. Of course, if you like to play range, that's something else, because of course Spear is melee. If you want to make it work, then it's probably not the right call here for you if you want to play some range stuff. But in my opinion, it's just such a good pick, you know. Yeah, I think this is just for the stealth, another good stun break. This healing skill is incredibly innovative also, because every single blade counts as a clone. So it gives you a lot of healing if you have 5 blades. And you have some nice quickness, some nice damage. You could even go for the Aegis one, but this one is just more damage. This trade line got buffed so hard just because of this trade. You have so much vigor uptime. And the blade generation is also quite nice. Yep. It's a build definitely that can bonk, for sure. There's so much damage. It's also really fun. I really enjoy Mesmer. But like I said, the Mirage build, in my opinion, is a little bit more, yeah, just more in the face, you know. It feels like you play a little bit more aggressive, and you get probably most of the time more punished for it, but it's really fun. So yeah, let's see. You want to bonk me? That's not nice of you. Did not do anything wrong yet. So let's see. Ah, very good call by Chill. I have to hydrate. Yeah, my voice was already fading. So, this is a really ugly skin. Let's change it. Let's get some color on there. So it looks way better. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Maybe they are all in AT. Is then AT currently ongoing? Oh no, it pops. Okay. No AT. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we just missed the match and now we are in a really, really, yeah, big skill gap match. Let's see. So what do we have here? Wilbender. Yeah, interesting team comp. Double word, let's go. Scourge is easy target, they can't really move that much. Wilbender is probably also fine to fight. We have some nice range damage, we can kite them. We will not win the 101 probably against a good spellbreaker, but most likely they are not that good. So we can just range them down. And I think we should be quite happy with this. Our team comp is not something you want to see in an AT, but in a ranked match we have some nice damage. And the enemy team doesn't really have that much counter pressure. You have to be a little bit careful. If the spear of the DH hits us, we can die to it. So the condition cleanse is the only condi cleanse you have is this. And you have distortion. So distortion gives you, of course, immunity against all damage. So if you pop that, you will lose, so to say, the conditions that you currently have on you just because they don't deal damage. But this is the biggest condi cleanse. Every single blade that you have, so 5 right now, will heal you or will remove 1 more condition. So it's really good condi cleanse on a 25-second cooldown. But you're right, you lack condi cleanses. If you play against full condi reapers or something, you have a big problem. This also cleanses 2 condition, but it's really sparse. That's a lot of people here.
Yielded the pier. The plaza is yours. You've lost the market.
Oh, this is C chain. Yeah, they have too much tankiness. We shouldn't teamfight them, that's true. Good point, yeah. Should have gone far here, I guess. It's really tough. Oh, they have a power. Oh, no. Oh, the lucky block. Oh my god, that hurts.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor. The plaza is lost.
Yeah, we have to regroup now. I have to get out of combat. Maybe get the decap here. And then help them on the fight.
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my
Oh
favor.
my gosh. He also plays with the reflect enhanced thingy. So sad.
You've lost the market.
hit me. I wanted to dodge this. Ah, so sad. I think we can get the res. No, we can't. I misplayed so bad here. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think I played that really bad right now, so I don't want to flame my teammates. You just see, if I don't play a build often, I'm really bad at it. I'm sorry. So if you wanted to have some high level power word gameplay, that's just not happening today. I try my best. Yeah, this guy's dead. We should be careful if we let him bleed here, but I will try. Okay, this is instant dead with my teammate.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
I don't really know where to go, to be honest. I think Power Virtuos is actually fine. It's not crazy good, you're right. It's not the best carry build probably, but it's definitely playable, you know.
The plaza is lost.
That he actually got it into the spear. That's so sad.
You've taken the market. You've yielded the pier.
Okay, you see the Condi damage, I just I die to the Condi burst. When there are 5 Condis on me, I'm dead. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Miss me. So that's just I don't know. I'm not sure if we could have won that if I played better, probably. But it doesn't really look like our team is winning anywhere when Palencio is not.
I am readying my arena.
So
Come, mortals, and contend for my
see,
favor.
maybe we can here one-shot someone.
The plaza is yours. My arena awaits.
Actually
Prove your
got the
worth and
res.
gain my favor.
And the spear. Oh, everything got. I got hit by everything.
You've lost the market.
Barely stand. Sharp blades, sharp mind.
I have to wait for my healing skill here. Otherwise I will instantly die when I engage.
You've yielded the pier. You've taken the market.
And maybe it's not lost. I mean, try my best. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. I think, in my opinion,
Come, mortals.
Virtuoso is just not my playstyle, you know. I want to have a really high damage build that moves fast. Virtuoso is a little bit slower, has maybe a little bit less damage potential, but is more ranged. So there are definitely options why you should choose Virtuoso. Sometimes you would rather choose Mirage. So that is definitely something that you can consider. Oh, look at this damage. Eh?
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain
And he's
my
just
favor.
camping here. Oh no.
You've lost the market.
Maybe I just sneak the decap. That's fine as well.
Blades to me.
Yeah, I mean, we tried our best. Yeah. And you see, that's 250k damage. It's typical for Virtuoso just to have around maybe 200 to...
The plaza is yours.
Oh, that was close. I was so close. Yeah, definitely. There are many options and many choices that you can... Holy shit, I almost one-shot him with one F5.
You've taken the market.
Maybe? Yes,
I am
very good.
readying my arena.
Palencia was there in time. I'm not sure, maybe we can win this, but I actually highly doubt it. I have to get out of combat. I don't have any healing, any utility skills. Okay, I'm back. But they got the cap here, and he will just sit there. That's the problem.
The plaza is yours. My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor.
Ah, he's off point. He's not off point. So sad. I mean, if we get... No, we don't get the
The
contest here.
plaza is lost.
Protected.
Don't stomp! Oh no! Thanks. Oh, that was so... That did hurt so much. If you see someone stomping when the enemy is at 20%. Yeah, I mean... Was hard. Really hard. I mean, Palencia played it really well. I did not, so that's why we lost. Yeah, that's just how it goes, I guess. Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun because you could see the potential, you know. I actually one-shot the power chrono in the enemy team just by one fully loaded F1. From 100 to 0. It was insane. It's actually crazy. This damage is so strong. It's ranged, it's unblockable if you procced it before with this trait here. It's unblockable. Oh, where is it? Exactly this one, yeah. And it's insane actually that they made an unblockable 1200 range piercing attack that also removes wounds and applies vulnerability. It's just really overloaded, that skill. So if the enemy doesn't expect it, maybe out of stealth, maybe you just stun them, maybe you just outplay them and they don't dodge, it's insane how much damage you can deal. The spear looks actually rather bad against this single attack. It's crazy. Oh, I think, Cosmos, you're right. I think the skill needs to be like that. Because if it's not, the cooldown, the cast time, that you can't cast it behind you, all that stuff is against it, you know? And it's the only really big damage that you have on your shatters, you know? So if it didn't have that, the build would be really bad. I totally get that. But I feel like nowadays skills have to be really overloaded with what they do. They have 5 different things that they do. And I think the problem is, for a new player to understand all that stuff, it's really confusing. So I think in the end, it would be way better if you have a skill that just deals damage. You have a skill that does just one thing, you know. The purity of purpose would be way more interesting if you just have one skill that deals damage, one skill that stuns. But I totally agree that the cast time, the thing how it works, is actually quite easy to dodge and deny and stuff. So I think the skill is actually quite fair. But it's still crazy that you can deal 30k with just one attack in PvP right now. Yes, I think Virtuoso is, in my opinion, Virtuoso is actually quite well balanced. I think it's a build that you can play, and it's not absolutely broken because you have some counterplay to it. And that's totally fine. I think that's why the build is actually in a good spot, in my opinion. So let's see, they have... that's a Wilbender game. Just because they only have power damage or a lot of damage. Can target them easily, and it's I think a win. Yes, I think that is actually the old school build that you played before Spear was there. So that you played quickness on Phantasm spawns, and the Phantasms on Greatsword. If you double the quickness, it's just a really, really good option. Nowadays with Spear, it's a little bit weird, because I would say Spear is if you can make it work, it's the better option. But if you like ranged combat, I would say Greatsword is of course the only choice that you can make. Oh, they have a Druid now. Yeah, let's see. I think we can make that work. Plantio's going for Condi. Revenant, I think, so. You have a really aggressive team comp. If this is support. Yeah, Mesmer is a lot of... I think Mesmer is in a really good spot because you have so many options. You can play so many weapons, you can play Mirage, you can play Chrono, you can play Virtuoso. All of those have valid choices, and it makes a lot of sense to play them. So I think that's really cool. Classes should be like that you have a lot of choices to make and not all of them are bad. Yeah, I think that makes sense to have enjoy ranged gameplay. You know, that's totally fine.
The plaza is yours.
I'm exposed.
You've yielded the pier.
I am mighty.
You've lost the market.
Nothing can take the initiative. Fury rising.
Okay, maybe they get the counter kill here. Easy interrupt. Did you see it? Deluxe. Just in time to deny the port stomp, you know. Port stomp who? Just spamming. Ah, that's just annoying.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
There's one to remember me by.
Poisoned.
You favor.
Okay. I guess Palentio has to be a bit careful, they are all in respawn. But our team is dying mid, so I have to help them.
You've lost the market.
Come on, please kill this.
Plaza is lost.
Protected.
Yeah, we can't win 3v3s. It's just... I think the thing that you have to understand, Bosmas, is actually your blade songs are unblockable if you trigger the Grandmaster trait before. So it's actually, you can deal with them, and Willbenders are actually a rather good target for you because they have to be melee. If you go to no port spots and stuff, it's actually a good matchup for you. So yes, it might not be the best meta for Virtuoso, but it's a good build anyway. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't want to say that you should be better, should play better, but I think you can play it rather well, you know. It's not like the build is totally garbage, you know. Just try to get better at it, and
You yielded the pier.
oh, it's a hammer catalyst.
Not over.
The plaza is yours.
Justice. Courage. Resolve. Protected.
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor.
Why are there two people on me? I'm totally away from everyone. They just hunt me. So I actually have a video about how to deal with Willbender on my YouTube channel. Be sure to check that out because I explain in very much detail how you can deal against the Willbender, because it's actually not that hard, you know. Willbender is squishy, so you can deal with it. It's not like it's
Secured.
unkillable, you know. And there are quite some nice tricks that you could do, you know. My team is just constantly losing against the druid here.
The plaza is lost.
That hit me. That's a close game as well. Well, please follow. Yeah, thanks. No, please leave. I'm capping alone.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
Okay, we got the thief. Now we just let him bleed, I guess. Our
You've
necromancer
lost
caps.
the market.
You have to be careful. Palentio is a 1v2. I maybe kill the enemy
Yours.
necromancer here.
My arena awaits. Prove your worth and
think
gain
he's
my
dead.
favor.
Very nice, we got the kill. Now try to go for this guy. He will now use his healing skill in a second when I engage with my burst. No, I will not damage anymore.
You've taken the market.
Where's the burst here? Okay, he's dead now.
No letting up.
Oh, we actually did not kill them. Ah, we killed him. Okay. Holy shit. Is that a 5 versus 2? Palencio and me against 5 people. Holy shit. I think that has to be in my stream highlights. Holy shit. Palencio, good job. GG.
I am readying my arena.
How many people did we kill here? What? Did you see that? What? 2 versus 5? What? What did they do? What?
You've secured the pier. My arena awaits. Prove your worth and gain my favor.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed it, it's perfect, you know. And if you can make it work and get some really nice matches and even win and get to a higher rating than usual, perfect. I mean, I'm really glad to hear that, you know.
You've lost the market.
Face the consequences.
You've yielded the pier.
Okay, Druid is again pushing far. He's always pushing far. So
Protected.
oh, he's so
You've taken
dead.
the market.
No letting up.
Let him bleed, please. Dodge.
Fury rising.
We don't need 3 people to outnumber 1 Druid, please.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
That's how I do it.
Oh, 7k. Oh, that
My
hurts.
arena awaits.
Welcome, Roaming
Prove your
Spirit.
worth and gain my favor.
Ah, that's unlucky. How much did this hit me? So, okay, it's not there. That was a lot of damage. Ah, the Druid is carrying them so hard. It hurts the enemy team, you know. They have a Druid and he's permanently 1v3. And our team is just trolling at close. So we have to be really... We have to go back to the 2v5 Palencio. We have to win this.
Protected. Face the consequences. I could use a hand over here. All better. I am mighty. Fury rising.
The plaza is lost.
I think it's over. Oh no. Maybe not.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
I think it's over. I mean, I won 1v2. Palencio tried to... I don't know, my team is permanently closed. Sad. So sad. We played that really well. Really well. Holy shit.
My arena awaits.
500k damage. I mean, we could do that. Yeah, sure. So let me quickly answer that. Really, you can have permanent super speed in the Wintersday JP. That's interesting. Really interesting. I mean, I don't really know if I really want super speed there all the time, because it's not really needed. But okay. So if an enemy is immobilized, they can't dodge. That's what the important thing is. No class can dodge except a thief, a daredevil. A thief will remove the cleanse, but will get punished and will not get any endurance after that. So there is only one trait that makes that work. Every other class can't dodge while you are immobilized. So, I mean, I could do a coaching session, sure, if you had more interest in that. Depends a little bit if more people are interested, but I could do that for sure, yeah. I will think of something and let you know in the future. I mean, it's probably something easy to do, but don't, you know, I'm not the highest level PvPer, so my coaching might not be that crazy, but at least I can give you feedback directly, because I really like to help and give you feedback, yeah. Sure. So, thanks for the follow. Tabelka, thanks a lot. Let's see if we can make another game work. But the 2v5 was insane. It doesn't matter if we win or lost this match, Palentio. This 2v5 win was insane. It was actually crazy. It was actually also quite fun because I feel like the placements are one of the most fun times that you can have, because you get so random people in your match. So sometimes in the enemy team, but also in your team, it's just, if you just take a step back and look at your match, it's insane what people are deciding to go for. 1v3ing a druid on close seems like a smart choice to them, I guess. Yeah, I think the problem is that currently is the placements, and there are so few people playing PvP that is just a clown fiesta all the time. Yeah, so I think it's totally fine that if you're a good player, Palencio, and get to solo queue 664 rating, that's fine. I think I don't know what I can't check it now. Yeah, but what was the? I think actually, if I would have played enough games, I would also been in the top 100 without even trying. But I did not have enough games, because at some point I actually did not enjoy it that much. So yeah, but I don't really care about the rating, to be honest. I just have fun. Exactly. Just have fun, chill the game. Yeah, I mean, the previous season, Helio, I mean, that was a 2v2 season. So you can just do Q, and you will, if you are good, for example, like Obindo, Helio, Zeolith, you will not lose a match if you do a broken comp or something. Yeah. Exactly. So I think that's a good point by Roaming Spirit. If you could make the rating matter to some extent and increase, for example, the rewards baseline. So increase the baseline rewards you get for playing PvP, ranked in particular, but also get just a little bit more gold for being in a higher rating, then it would be way more interesting in that sense. Just because people would really try to increase and try to improve. Just some stuff that encourages people to get better and maybe even try to... Oh, what is our team comp here? Maybe I guess... I think I will go support here. Yeah, so let's see. Wild swapping. Because if I'm always telling this, but if the rank rewards would be really way higher, you know, then people might just play the game more to get more stuff. Thanks for the follow, T1. So if you had people that are just interested in the rewards and just increasing the population by having people that are interested in that,
The match starts soon.
then we would have better matches and people would enjoy PvP more, you know. But now it's on a death spiral, you know. People that play PvP get into bad matches and think, oh, I can't play PvP anymore. It's just bad matches all the time. And they leave. And then we get less people playing PvP and we have even worse matches. So I think we have to escape this spiral by maybe increasing rewards, maybe just making it a little bit more
An enemy ship is
fun,
pulling into the harbor.
more
It's the
unique. I
Capricorn.
don't know.
Supportive earth. Wash the pain away.
You've lost the dock. The bazaar is yours.
Protected. I can boast.
So we lost the team fight here.
I choose.
I don't know. I thought we could get a counter kill, but nothing happened. We lost another player. It's tough. I would say the rank rewards are actually okay. It's not like crazy good or something, but it's okay.
I channel rocket soil. Ready to rock. Protected.
We lost the
Your
whole
enemy
map,
took the archway.
and now they are spawn camping us. It's just a troll.
Stone. Form to my will. Wash the pain away. Flood it. Rebound. Overflow. Drying off. Charged up. Feel weak.
I mean, that's sadly a match where I would say it's just over. I don't know what we can do here. Sad, very sad. I guess we have to regroup here to some extent, but I think it's too late for that.
Ferocious fire. Wash the pain away.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
This guy's constantly dying and I have to support him, but on the other side of the map we also lose.
Fast as the wind. Rebound. Currents flow by my will. I channel the flames.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, so that's just support in a ranked match, you know.
All
They've taken the bazaar from you.
protected. Flood it. Wash the
You see, I got the glyph with full res, you know, full water glyph,
dock's been
and he
captured.
instantly died 10 seconds later again. I mean, yeah, it's sad that we not even got the 50% win rate right now, but support is just, I like support, but games like this is just, you know, I don't know what to do. It's just... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I tried my best. We had some fun. That's the most important thing.
You've lost the dock.
Fury rising.
Oh no, he's dying to the pet. Let's
Your
help
enemy
him.
took the archway.
Current flow by my will. Rebound. Come here. The pain away.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
I mean, it's not over yet. You know, you never know. I actually played games like that where we actually lost the game. But, I mean, it's highly unlikely, to be honest. I think Palencio will now get a lot of people
Cannons
respawning.
loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
So I tried to help him. No, maybe I have to
You've taken
contest.
the archway.
Let me see. No, not Cliff. Oh, I'm against 3 people. Interesting.
Bloody. Rebound. I channel the wind. Ready to rock. Aftershock.
Blue team ring the bell. Fire all
Ah, we
cannons.
got the bell. Nice, very good. Yeah, I think that was my last match of the day. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. Was interesting for sure. A lot of interesting matches, some fun ones, some really boring ones. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time. And be sure to check out my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And yeah, see you next time. Thanks Palencio for duo queuing. Thanks for the subscription era. And yeah, see you.